Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the 212A. It's the Tier 9 Soviet SPG. This one's located on the southwest spawn of Arctic region, otherwise known as Mannerheim Line, and it's under the command of Oxagon of ENJ0Y. And we've got 3 replays from him for you to review. Game on! 3 marks of excellence. He really knows how to use this Arty to its best ability. Now, when he plays, he really plays hard, just like Oxagon and all the other Super Unicum Arty players. Making his way into the pack, so he can't be seen by the enemy easily, and he can still get great hits on them. 203mm B4 howitzer, capable of doing 900 alpha, penetrating through 53mm of armor. And we just spotted the enemy Arty. It's actually 52mm, sorry, 1mm out. 10.4 meters on the burst radius, 12.5 to 28 seconds of stun. First target is up, and he's going for an E75. Rounds out. Direct hit, first shot, 357. It's a non-penetrating shot, but it's a lot of stun. Okay, he's having a quick look up to the north. The enemy tanks up there are actually suffering quite a lot because that UDAS has taken several hits, and the A and BT just took a hit as well. Now, there's only one Arty on either team, so if you see stun, it's down to Oxagon. Another hit, but it's a splash this time. And oh my gum, the UDAS 16 he stunned has actually gone down. So he's got a kill. And more enemy tanks are going down in this corner. Almost loaded. Okay, going for the TS5. Rounds out. Splashes him. It went long and to the right, that one. But it holds him in place whilst our teammates managed to get some shots into him. Okay, down to the south, we've got 3 tanks together. A 7032. I think that's a BZ1. Is that 160? It's difficult to see. BZ166. Okay, can't see it, but there are a couple of enemy tanks there, just not spotted at the moment, below the ridgeline. Oh, Object Travel 7 version 2. Might be able to get a shot on him. Rounds out, and yes, a direct hit right into the rear. And he picked up a load of stun assist off that one. It's all about selecting the right target and then hitting them in the right place so your teammates can take advantage of the situation. Okay, that BZ166 has managed to slide his way along the edge. And he's popped up on this little ledge here. Rounds out. Right next door to him for 130. Keeps him stunned for a while. It looks like our guys have really come through well on the north. They're flooding into the enemy area, and although they've got a Brask up there, he didn't survive very long, which means the enemy team will probably have to return home. Otherwise, they'll lose their cap. Rounds out. 703 takes another direct hit. 355 off that one. Yes, they're starting to realize that they've left the gate unguarded. And our guys are close to their cap. BZ166 still on that ledge. He's actually decided to try and go. That's a good chance that he's going to get drowned if he stays where he's going. And we've got some stun on the T30. Yes, I think that BZ166, he's opposed by a T832, the Terminator tank. And so if he tries to use the ledge to get across, he might get drowned. Okay, the enemy force back at their cap. They've only got an SU-130. That was a direct hit on the BZ-166. The standard reload for this Arty, 37.39 seconds. And we can see that Oxagon's got it down to 27.53. Now, he is actually in platoon with Soul Collector in this game. He's actually in the T30 on our team. Oh, one of the enemy, the 166, is rocketing to try and get away. He didn't get very far before he got tracked, though. And there goes the 166, taken out of the game by the Nomad. The enemy's now trying to get back to their cap area, but we've lost most of the tanks that we had there, except for the UDIS 16. We're still putting shells into the enemy then. That's going for the T30. Yes, another direct hit. He's racked up 2.5 of actual damage, 1,526 of stun assist. Oh, we lose the Nomad. He goes down to the enemy Renegade, who suddenly turned up. It looks like the enemy have now turned around and decided to come back and see if they can have another go. Well, the enemy T-30's a one-shot, and he goes down to our Terminator. The Renegade, well, he's plenty of hit points, and Soul Collector gets around into him, takes a huge chunk of his hit points, and rounds out. Here goes. 703 goes down, and that's our second kill of the game. Soul Collector's got 2 kills now as well. Okay, we're looking at the SU-130PM in the north. Now remember, these things have got no armor, which makes them very, very vulnerable to Arty fire. And looks like we're going to do a pincer movement here. The UDIS is coming in from one direction, T-832 goes from a different direction, and it works, and the Renegade is wiped out. So we've got the SU-130PM up here on this ledge above the Kampfpanzer. There he is. Now, he probably won't want to jump off there because he's not a very solid craft. But rounds out. Here we go. This could be a kill. Oh, just missed out. 356. It didn't pen. It must have hit the tracks. Normally, shells that hit SU-130PMs, they go straight through because they've got so little armor. So it's now 3 tanks attacking 2 at their cap area. And 5 on our team, and there goes the Arty, the M53, M55. And at last we got that SU-130PM. Oh! Well, he went down very, very quickly. Here's the end of battle results, and that was an ace tanker game for Oxagon of ENJ0Y in the 212A. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In that one, he managed to get 11. And he got a Confederate as well, hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken out by other teammates. His win rate in the game, 4,232, which is super unicum and a bit more. Let's have a look at the team score. He didn't get the highest damage. That actually went to the T30, which is Soul Collector. Yes, he actually managed to get the highest damage for 3,892, but he didn't get the high caliber because it wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool, I'm afraid. Second highest damage went to Oxagon. He got 3,440. And the third highest damage in the game turned out to be the Renegade on the enemy team, 2,788 hit points. When it came to kills, though, it was the UDIS 16 who did the best with 4 kills. 3 kills went to the Terminator tank, the T-832, and also to the T-30 on the enemy team. And 2 kills went to the Soul Collector, and also to Oxagon, and also to the Nomad. And only 1 player on the enemy team managed to get more than 1 kill other than the T-30, and that was their Renegade, who got 2. When it came to base XP, we can see the winner was the T-832. He managed 1,062 base experience points. Just 1 experience point more than Oxagon with 1,061, and in third place was user 16 with 1,020. We can see that Soul Collector was only a short distance away with 815 out of that one. We can see that Oxagon got 13 shots out of the Arty, 6 of them direct hits, 16 splashes, so sometimes he was splashing more than one tank at the same time, 3,440 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters, damaged 11 of the enemy, killed 2 of them, and did 2,056 hit points of stun assist, or 14 stuns. Now he earned 8,531 credits on a premium count, and 7,959 experience points after actually getting a mission completion in there as well. So a nice little win with a Confederate out of that game. Let's see how he gets on in the second battle. In the second battle, we're on the north spawn of El Halluf, and this time round we've got Soul Collector in the T30, and in another T30 we've got BG Warlord. Game on! Only one Arty either side. The enemy team got a GW Tiger, and we've still got the 212A. Now, as you note, the KV-220 was actually supposed to provide the hull for the 212A, but it never came to pass because the 220 was actually used as the test vehicle for the eventual KV-3. They did the T150 and the KV-220. They made 2 of each, and they did it by taking a KV-1 and adding extra armor onto it. Unfortunately, the engine wasn't very strong, and consequently the vehicle was actually quite weak when it came to power. Rounds out in the Barask. Oh, he made a big mistake there. He stayed still for too long and obviously took a hit, which is only a splash, but it's enough to give him a lesson and say, no, you're not coming up there. We've got a Scorpion blocking his way at the moment. Oh, now he just took some hits. In fact, I think he's probably going to take more hits because he's just crossing over the cliff edge in full view of the enemy. Okay, there's the Barask. We're dialed in almost. We're ready. Could go now. He's waiting for the right spot. Rounds out. And again, he splashes in for 369. It looks like we're forcing the enemy back in the northwest corner, actually, but I think it's more to do with the fact that we found the good placing and the enemy just didn't turn up in time. Got a whole bunch of enemies in this corner, including that Type 4 Heavy, and the round goes in. Now, he didn't stay to watch that, and that's a no-no in my book, but I think he's now just trying to move backwards to get into a position where he can shoot from without being spotted by that Barask, who's now unspotted by our team. Now, hopefully he will stay to watch these shots to see how much damage he actually did. Got 2 tanks together there, TS-54 and the Type 4. Rounds out. Yep, good shot. 202. Makes him a 1-shot now. And there he goes. Kill shot went to the Carnarvon Action 10. Now, TS-54 should be the right target for the next one. Rounds out. Perfect shot. No, just a fraction of a second too late. Only 2 hit points, but he did get the stun. And, oh, that's a big one. That was a kill by BG Warlord in the T-30. So he obviously has the 155mm gun. And it looks like that Patriot's in for a pasting now. Now, it's presumably they have an ELC Evan-90 somewhere in the center, although we don't know precisely where. The Scorpion's going in to have a quick look. He's probably somewhere in the bushes. In fact, there he is. He's been spotted. Rounds out. Lands next door to him for 248. And we've got stun assist. And he's gone down. So now we've got a 3-tank advantage on the enemy, but we still got that Barask, and he's not too far away, I'm afraid. So we are going to be calling on Soul Collector to protect us. He's only a short distance away, but if he doesn't stop that Barask, we could be getting a visitor. Right, back in the enemy cap area there, GW got spotted. He's been hit. There's still 6 enemies out there. Correction, there's now 5 enemies out there. BG Warlord took their GW down. And now, yes, he's coming back. Soul Collector's coming back to try and protect us. There's the T-30. Wait for him to pull back. There you go. Round south. He pulled, he fired. Our round comes in. Direct hit. 353. Oh, that worked well. Now, surprisingly, their Barass went down. I didn't see it happen, but it definitely did. And now we've got, yes, Soul Collector just killed the SU-130PM, which now means there's only the Scorpion G left on the enemy team. Everyone else has been wiped out. Now, he must be near the coast edge, I would have thought, but there we go. Oh, we managed to stun him at least. We get the stun assist. Yes, we did. Our Scorpion took a big hit, but I think that Scorpion G is definitely going down because he got the first shot. And yes, he does get a hit, but can our Scorpion escape? Yes, he does. And Soul Collector gets... Oh, well, he didn't get the kill, unfortunately. Just missed out. Here's the end of battle results for the second game, and it's another ace tanker for Oxagon of ENJ0Y in the 212A. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he ended up with 7 in this game, and he got a win rate of 1,371, mostly because he was doing stun assists rather than actual damage in this game and placing the shells where they would do the most. In fact, if we look at the team score, we can see he didn't get the highest damage. The highest damage this time round went to BG Warlord, who was really getting damage on the a lot of damage on the enemy. He got 3,028, but not the highest damage in the game. That went to the T-30 on the enemy team with 3,463. So he was second highest to the enemy T-30. And in third place, we've got the Scorpion G on our team, 2,925. We can see that Oxagon managed 1,638 hit points. But as I said, he was getting stun assist, and you can see that because he didn't get any kills, but he did get, there was 3 kills for BG Warlord, 3 kills for the Carnarvon Action 10, at least I think that's the Action 10, yes it is, and also for the Barask on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, it's in second place for Oxagon with 1,122, the top base being for the Carnarvon Action 10, 1,173. And third place went to the Emil 1951 with 1,038. They were the only 3 who managed to get over 1,000 base. He fired 8 shots, got 1 direct hit on the enemy. None of them penetrated, but he did get 9 splash. Damage of 1,638, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damage 5 of the enemy, didn't get any kills, but he got 4,593 hit points of stun assist off 9 stuns. So those shells really did go to the right spots. 21,980 credits. And he also took away 8,415 after getting another mission completion. So another great game. Let's have a look at the third one. And the third game is on Live Oaks, and we've got BG Warlord and Soul Collector, again, both of them in the T-30. Well, you won't be surprised, all 3 games took place on the same evening. Yes, he does binge a lot on the game. Not surprising, really. Once you get in the groove, it's actually quite nice to keep going all the time. Okay, well, looks like he's going to aim for the field to start with. Just catch the enemy as they're crossing. Let's go to T-50 spotting for us, and so is one of the T-30s. Now, if he spots the enemy, it's going to be a very long range if he does. But if he was to spot the enemy, then obviously he would get the spotting assist. In fact, he's pulling back and he's going to the railroad instead. Okay, first enemy has been spotted. A Tiger 2 rounds out. Well, bit of splash, but I think that was because it was just a little too late on the shot. Okay, a T-34-3. Chinese medium. And a Patton tank's just skirting to get around the houses. There you go. We've lost sight of the enemy there, but he's actually holding onto the shell until the enemy spotted, and he's found one. And we've got a KV-5. He stops suddenly, rounds out. Good hit. 389 tracked him. And a nice long stun. And he is taking some sun. So we've got some assist there. The Lynx made a huge error trying to turn. And yes, he's gone out the game. Probably should have thought about skid turning into that corner. Okay, rounds out again on the KV-5. And he got more splash and the guy's gone down. So that's a good kill. But it didn't go to us. The kill actually went to our Saladin. Rapidly reloading. Yag Tiger trying to protect himself. Let's see if we can get a shell in. Rounds out. Lands alongside him. Now, I think this is a tactical decision here. He's decided to move a little further down to actually protect himself from the enemy just in case they push in. And that's mainly down to the fact that we've got the railway line. Yes, that EBR 75FL10 could cause havoc if he got through to our cap area. Now, this one is a tier 9 game with tier 8 tanks in it. Again, aiming for the city. Our 7032-122 is the only one holding back, apart from the Progetto 54 and maybe the Skoda T50. Oh, you can see the fences being knocked down there. So he plonked the round in, even though he couldn't see the enemy. Both our platoon mates have held back. I think that's maybe because they think that they can defend the cap area if the enemy breaks through. And I think that's a wise decision because they can actually, from that position, get good damage on the enemy as they push towards the cap. Rounds out. Misses the M103 altogether, that one. And our 703's on his last legs. He's not going to be too happy, but he is going to go down. And that means now that the decision of the T-30s to stay behind is now going to be justified. So if we can stun some of these enemy tanks as they make their way towards the cap, fires it straight in. Now we need the guys north of us to spot for our team. Soul Collector's the one nearest to the cap. Okay, Tiger 2. That was the first one he fired at. And we're almost loaded. Rounds out. Splashes him. 230. Oh, that one careened off the turret. It's difficult because you can only see the top of the turret. Oh, that was a good one, though. One of our T-30s got a good shot. And the Skoda got him in that one. In fact, it now looks like the enemy's turned around at the city and headed straight south to protect their cap area. And if that's the case, then we should start aiming at the enemy tanks down in the south, especially that Patton tank, because he's going to be spotting for his team as the enemy tanks get to the hill. Okay. He's dipped below the edge. He's going to have to get a bit closer to the edge to spot our guys. Okay, one of our guys just got a low roll on the M103. We can take him out with a splash hit. Yes! And this is interesting because Soul Collector is now facing the enemy Yag Tiger. That was pretty final as well. Rounds out. Yes, another solid hit right into his side. 372. Well, the enemy has sent half their force went south and the others stayed up in the north. And I think that IS-3 is now having second thoughts about going after the cap area. He knows there's two T-30s just to the south of him, but he also knows there's an Emil nearby. And of course, that's Skoda. And he's getting struck by Arty as well, which is probably a bit uncomfortable for him. Okay, the Emil's found him again. I think we would need a direct hit to take him out, but I think we are not likely to take him out unless somebody else hits him first. Yep, there is somebody in those bushes, and it's probably the EBR. Now, if we hit the IS-3, we will pick up stun assist when the guy's taken out. And I think the Emil's the one who wants to do it. He's waiting for somebody to get him below one hit or a splash kill so he can actually get a... Oh, no, didn't get it. The ridgeline stopped the shell. In fact, the turtle is the last on our team who's holding back the rest of the enemy tanks who are coming up the railway line. He's gone very defensive. Here we go, rounds out. That's better. 285, the Emil should take him. In fact, he's not going to take him because... Oh, no! I thought for a second we'd lost one of our guys. We did, the Skoda, but BG Warlord takes the kill and the IS-3's out of the game. T-34-3 in the swamp. Soul Collector collects him. Meanwhile, their Patton's up here in the railway yard or in the marshalling yard. Well, it's not a marshalling yard, actually. It's more of an offshoot. I could think they call that a spur or a spur line where they're putting all the gravel. We know there's a Skoda nearby as well. Okay, we're loaded. Go for it. Rounds out. Yes, solid hit. 452. That was a good one. Now up to 2.5k of actual damage. Only 1,094 stun assist. But remember, he has had a blind hit in here. So then damage might be slightly higher. The Skoda just got taken out by the turtle from some distance away. So the enemy's down to 4 now. pretty sure the EBR-75 FL10 has pulled back. But we've got to watch out, because if he suddenly turns up out of nowhere, and he has gone behind the turtle, and he's pumping those rounds in. Rounds out. Oh, kill shot! Nicely done. I thought we might have problems with that EBR-75, but it turned out that it was not a problem at all. So Soul Collector picks up the pattern tank, and now there's just 2 left on the enemy team. They're T30 and their pattern. T30's full health. Not anymore. That was huge. He picked up 391 from the strike, and then all the rest was stun assist, and that's the end of the game, and the pattern went down. Well, there was some excellent shots in that game, and that was another ace tanker game to Oxagon of ENJ0Y in the 212A. He got another bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 10, and he got another Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. His win rate from that one, 4,225, which shows he's exceptionally consistent, and that's why he's got 3 marks of excellence on the barrel. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage, but he did get the second highest damage in this one. In fact, it was Soul Collector who got the highest damage in this one, 4,297. Again, it wasn't 20%, so he didn't get the high caliber. But 4,297 is a good score. He's the only player to get over 4,000. And in second place, we've got Oxagon with 3,434. And in third place, we've got the Yak Tiger on the enemy team. He had 3,310 hit points. When it came to BG Warlord, he picked up 2,468 in that one. Slightly less, but I think that was just that Soul Collector was extra lucky in that one. He did get some big hits on some of the enemy tanks that strayed near the swamp area, and he was able to pick them off either in the swamp or at the edge of the swamp. And when it came to kills, we can see the high scorers were, in fact, Soul Collector with 4 kills, and also the Skoda T50. He picked up 4. 2 kills went to Oxagon, and also to the Yak Tiger T30 and Skoda T50 on the enemy team. When it came to base XP, it's Oxagon, not Soul Collector. Yes, 1,075 went to Oxagon, 1,062 went to Soul Collector, and in third place, we've got the Turtle on the enemy team, and he picked up a steel wall and 1,033 experience points. They were the only 3 players who managed to get over 1,000 base, but we can see that BG Warlord did get 734, so they were chopping and changing. They were switching around who was getting the highest and who was getting the lowest. It was based on luck, really, in the end, but I must say, Oxagon did get some very nice shots, especially that EBR-75 FL10 shot, where he actually saved the Turtle from being wiped out. And that was an extremely long-range shot, but he timed it perfectly to get a direct hit and wipe the guy out. So let's have a look at detail. 19 shots fired in this one, so moving to the position he did, right next door to the water, actually was a very good decision, because, of course, it meant that he was able to get shots in both directions and get some successful damage on the enemy. 8 direct hits, 1 penetrating shot. Now, can we work out which one he penetrated? Well, I have the feeling it's the EBR. Let's have a look. Yes, it was. That EBR shot was bang on target. Hit the guy at long range, even while he was going at full speed. He also got 15 splashes, 3,434, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 2, so there's the Confederate. 2,353 hit points of stun assist off 14 stuns. That's the ace tanker. On a premium account, he actually made a loss of 1,174. I'm trying to process that, but it's actually down to the consumables, I think, here, and of course the ammunition. So yes, I get the feeling that's why it actually cost him. But even so, he also made a profit of 8,064 experience points after getting mission completion, 6,452 out of that one as well. So 3 really good games. There's the, in fact, actually, that's the last one. That's the second one. That was the first one. So yes, the only thing he missed out on was the second game, and that was getting the Confederate. But I think you can understand that because he was doing so much stun assist in that game, it was a bit difficult for him to get the Confederate because he didn't hit as many as he wanted to. And if you look at the detail report here, you can see it's 5-0. So he just missed out on getting the Confederate out of that one. So that's why he didn't get it. So yes, there wasn't anybody else who got a Confederate. So I think he probably would have got it if he just got one more hit out there. But I'm sad that he wasn't able to. So 3 games in a row, 3 ace tankers in an evening. That's kind of what you expect from Oxagon, but it's really interesting to watch how he handles the 212A. I hope you enjoyed those replays. If you did, please give our video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.